going? How's it 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 going? Hey, it's Kamar here, back again with another video. Today, I'm gonna keep it quite simple. I got nothing to tap on, nothing to touch, nothing to feel. Maybe I'll do some hand sounds, some hand noises every now and then, but nothing too exciting. Anyway, today I'm gonna ramble about a city that I've been living in for 2 years. And I'm gonna tell you about it, tell you all about it, read all about it, tell you all about it, read all about it, and tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. So anyway, today I'm gonna talk about Budapest, or as it's known in Hungarian and in some other languages, Budapest. So I've been living here over 2 years, and I think I've lived here long enough now to be able to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. Yes, what isn't ideal, what is nice, and what I love, what I hate, pros, cons, all of that. I'll try and go in a somewhat of a timeline. Maybe, when I arrived, my opinion now, all of that. So yes, it's not gonna be again a super factual video. I'm not selling it as such. It's just my experience living here, my opinions over these last 2 years, and yes, I'll go from there. So again, I have some notes that I'll just look at on the side. So I won't go into the whole story of why I moved here, because it's a long story. But anyway, I study here at university, and so that's why I've been living here for 2 years. And yes, I can talk about my first impressions. So when I first came here, I moved here from the UK, from Manchester, which the city centre is quite nice, but I wouldn't say it's a very beautiful city. It's quite new, it's kind of modern, a bit industrial, and the farther you go out of the centre, the more plain it gets, the more kind of average British it kind of feels. You have your little town centres, your front streets, all of this, and yes, your high street. And anyway, in this last year and a half I lived in Manchester, the area I lived in, to put it lightly, sucked. I really hated it in a lot of ways. It was very far from my work, all of this. Awful. So moving here, it's very beautiful. A lot of the architecture hasn't changed for hundreds of years. Of course, there was some architecture that was damaged. Most notably in World War II. Before that, in different revolutions, and yes, after as well, in some revolutions. works in Buda, I would say it's a better place to live than Pest. Pest has a lot of, I don't know, memorials, monuments, attractions as well. But at the same time, it's a lot more commercial, and it's more convenient if you study here, if you work here. Probably, not for all people, but probably you would work or study in Pest. But yes, I prefer Buda. It's much slower pace of life. They have really nice bakeries there, and cafes that are a bit more chill than in Pest. So for me, I love Buda, I love Buda, I love Buda, I love Buda, I love Buda. But Pest is nice as well. And I'll get to maybe more differences between them. But yes, Pest is a bit more busier, more people. Yes, most hotels I think will be here as well for tourists. You'll see more tourists definitely besides the castle district in Pest, and yes, it's just busier. So Buda, nicer place to live, probably for most people. I can talk about cost of living. Groceries here have a 27% value added tax. So groceries are not super expensive compared to Western Europe maybe, but they can still be quite pricey. And actually I probably spend here a bit more or about the same on groceries per month, just for myself anyway, than I did in the UK. It's quite close actually, which is quite shocking. So yes, that is that. Rent. This depends, but on average, for example, my partner and I have rent for 540 euros a month, which in foreign is maybe 220,000, maybe 200 something thousand. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is good. It's a pretty small flat, so this is like the biggest room by far in the flat. It's 40 square meters, or about I don't even know if it's 400 square feet, to be honest. I don't know. But yes, 40 square meters, and it's pretty suitable for two people, right? It's pretty suitable for us. So yeah, that's not a problem. And yes, of course, compared to Western Europe and the US, it's a lot cheaper. Moving back to, I don't know, anywhere in Western Europe or the US scares the living fuck out of me. Because, oh my god, yes, rent here is pretty decent, and even you can get a really nice place for like €1,000. Maybe for like a 2-bedroom, €1,200 will be like really nice, I think. Quote me if I'm wrong. Maybe some Hungarians will watch. Maybe, I don't know. But yes, overall the prices are good. But at the same time, if you make a local wage, it can be a bit hit or miss depending on your job, your career. Again, as I mentioned, maybe I didn't mention it properly. The local currency is the forint, and this is kind of colloquially known as monopoly money. Because yes, €1 is like 390, 400, maybe 360 or something like this, or 400, I don't know, around this range anyway. So yes, the local currency is not good. Again, the value added tax is prices for groceries are more or less okay. Some staple foods I know are held at a certain rate, which is nice. Lots of dairy products, for example, are always at like a certain price, which is cool. Public transport is another one. This is pretty affordable. If you're a student, it's insane. It's insane. €3 or a bit less, €2.50, and you have a monthly pass that you can use throughout the city, throughout the surrounding like county or district, which is really nice. And transport here is amazing. So yes, I will get to that a bit later. Probably, or maybe not. Yeah, probably a bit later. Yes, actually, maybe we can get to it now. So, to talk about like an everyday routine, I think it's pretty good here. I think it's pretty good. People aren't up super early, but you have some shops that open at 6 a.m., for example, and you have some 24-hour shops called ABC. So these are always usually open 24 hours, or there's two chains of 24-hour ABCs. So these are always nice and convenient. If we talk about like I don't know, things like shops, you have your usual shops like Lidl, like Aldi, Little Aldi, Little Aldi, Little Aldi. Other than that, you have Tesco, which shocked me coming from the UK. I thought, what is Tesco doing in Hungary? But yes, I know Tesco used to exist in Poland. If you know the meme, Tesco Piva, you're a real one. So yes, there's those shops, and then yes, the ABCs that I mentioned, and some other small local chains. There's a decent amount of parks in Budapest, not as much as in some other cities, I would say, but the parks here are really nice, quite big. And yeah, very comfortable, I would say. I really like them. There's two main ones. There is the city park where the famous thermal baths are at, and then there is one that is a bit out of the city that I love called Normafa. Oh, what a place. It's really quiet, I think, most of the time, and you can truly get out of the city, but it's only 40 minutes away from the center, maybe a bit less. So yes, lovely place. What else? Yeah, I can talk about transport anyway. So transport here is so good compared to Manchester, and of course compared to most places in the US. It is outstanding. So as I said, it's quite cheap. Even for an adult monthly pass, it's like €30. One single ride is about 500 forint or 600 forint, so maybe €1, 20, 30, maybe €1.50. Amazing. And yes, I would recommend getting a pass if you come here because it saves you a lot. Almost always on time if you use a city transport, so the trams, trolley buses. Yes, we still have trolley buses, which is so cool. Regular buses, electric buses, I guess, and metro. All of them are really consistent, reliable. And you have night buses, and you have the tram 4-6, the infamous 4-6, which is really convenient for getting around, but can be a bit scuffed at times. There's always some bullshit happening on this tram. So if you go on this tram, keep your wits about you, but it's not that bad. Jokes aside. Some other things. Hungarian food, maybe I can talk about. And Hungarians, I guess a bit stereotypically of Central and Eastern Europe. that's not from uni. So yeah, that's good. English proficiency here is quite good. So for tourist purposes, for study purposes, most people use English. And you have like a small but growing population of like maybe not permanent immigrants, but some digital nomads, some people who do immigrate permanently for work, and yes, so in general, yeah, you have quite a diverse population of like people who migrate, and because of this, yes, I think most people speak English in some capacity, so that's nice. It's rare in Budapest anyway when someone can speak at least like a low level of English, maybe A2 level at least. It will be okay, and yes, but of course, if you come here, learn some Hungarian, learn to at least say szia, and köszönöm. It's hi and thank you. And yes, so again, Hungarian people are overall quite nice, but just pretty quiet, I would say. Hungarian food, yes, like of course we all know goulash. It's a bit different to how it is served in like the US, and yes, goulash here is much nicer. I really like it, but I've only had it like twice. There are chimney cakes, and langos. Oh, langos. This is nice. Some people debate whether it's Hungarian or Romanian. I don't know. Chimney cakes, I think are also claimed to be Czech, but I'm not sure. But yes, anyway, these are all really nice. But I don't have a lot to say on them. We have some markets where you can try them. I wouldn't recommend trying some food at the central market. It can be expensive as hell. So there is a market called Lehel, Lehel. This is a bit cheaper. It has a lot of the same stuff, but it's a bit out of the center and much nicer. So go to Lehel market if you want to maybe try some Hungarian food that is a bit cheaper. And they even have some like bars set up in this market, which are a bit scuffed again. But yeah, the other things, I don't know. We can just talk about the pros and the cons. Actually, I should probably wrap this up because I need to go to the grocery store, to go to Lidl. The pros, I would say, are that transport is really affordable and super convenient, very easy to use. You're never more than 10 minutes away from something unless you are like really far out of the city. It's easy to use, it's easy to pay. It's not meant to be very confusing. Inspectors can be a bit rude sometimes, so make sure you have the right ticket. I would recommend. As I said earlier, architecture is stunning. Oh my god, it's stunning. It's beautiful. It's one of the things that a lot of people say about here, especially maybe if you come from like a newer world country without a lot of historic architecture. It's really nice. What else? Yes, it's quite safe. I didn't mention it earlier. A lot of people, and in the case of women, say that it's quite safe, like compared to some Western European cities. So yes, women's safety here is a bit better. In general, safety is good. You don't really have a lot of pickpockets. I would say it's not common. And yes, it's really rare. Most of the calamity, most of the chaos happens because of drinking. That's an honest truth. And yes, alcoholism here is a bit of a problem, which could go to a bit of a con. And yes, in general, the quality of life as like a foreigner anyway is quite nice. besides some crazy holidays or like Christmas time. And yes, there's a large community of foreigners, and again, Hungarian people at uni at least are quite open. I think to mingling with international students. So yes, that depends though. Of course, this is all personal. And yes, it's a very walkable city, and the prices are again quite good if you are coming from Western Europe or the US or maybe even East Asia. Some cons I can say, bureaucracy here is a bit shit and gel. Not gonna lie, the bureaucracy here is a bit crap, especially for uni. You have to kind of jump through a lot of hoops to deal with some things as an international student. It's not really ideal. It's not ideal at all. And some small things that are just stupid that I don't understand why you even have to do them. I guess I don't want to say it's a con because of the language. Hungarians, don't come at me, don't come at me, don't come at me, don't come at me, don't come at me. Hungarian is a really hard language. If you know anything about Hungarian, it's part of the Finno-Ugric language family, which is not very common. We can say that much. And yes, it's related to Finnish. Some languages in like Russia by the Ural regions. It's unlike anything I've seen before in my life before coming here. And I think, like, even if I compare to learning Russian as I am now, it's a really difficult language with a lot of intricate grammar. It has 18 different cases, I think, 18 grammatical cases, which, what is that? It's mental. Yes, so prepare yourself if you want to learn Hungarian, dedicate a few years to it, or you better have a lot of time on your hands because it is a difficult language. But yes, overall I don't have a lot of cons. The weather in winter is a bit depressing, like in the UK, don't have a lot of snow, just a little bit every now and then. And other than that, in summer it is boiling at the moment. It's like 30 degrees almost every day, and a lot of older places won't have AC or air conditioning, so keep that in mind. Anyway, I'll probably wrap it up there. Hopefully it's an interesting enough ramble. I can give some more info in the comments, maybe do a part two of this video. But yes, thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe if you found it interesting. And anyway, I will see you